for me, one of the things I've seen over many years in football is coaches at times over-coaching. The desire to win, the desire to produce players, the desire to define every situation. There's got to be a point where we empower you as young players or players of any age, and really promote the personal responsibility and that warrior mentality, that strong warrior mentality, and sort of get out of your way, basically, and let you get out there and play and learn. You're going to learn from experience. That's why we talk about experiential learning. Go out there, play, learn, communicate, come back, reflect, support each other, encourage each other, and sort of deal and learn from challenging situations. Now, there's going to be situations in your career that you're familiar with certain challenges. You know, you've been there before. For example, someone comes up, I showed you earlier, the header at a corner. You know to mark that person, or you get in a position like that. So there's going to be things that you're familiar with, but there's going to be times that things that you're not familiar with. Perhaps the player of the other team gets sent off. Perhaps something unexpected happens on your way to the match. Possibly you get a bad refereeing decision. And this is the reason why in sort of training, we sort of create different scenarios with these sort of talks, what if situations, what if, because what happens a lot of the time, the players don't feel they've got the resources. They learn, you know to do a turn, you have to shoot, you have to do this, you have to do that, but you don't know how to deal with certain situations that you've not been in before. And that's the issue. And that's one of the things that we really try and address at the Academy. It's not just about on the training ground, creating these experiences, the tours, the training, all the other things, really. It's about growing as a person and taking personal responsibility. So when you get in a situation where things are unfamiliar, you back yourself, you step up, the person gets sent off, or doesn't go your way, you find the way. Because the one thing that's choice, guys, is our mindset. We can choose our mindset. And there's generally two mindsets. You've got the person who is the victim, so to speak. I'm not saying that things don't happen in football and in life that are beyond your control, that are unfair. 100%, absolutely. People get released from clubs, unfair things happen to people beyond their control. But then you've got the other end of the spectrum, the warrior. And it's your choice in how to respond. How do I respond? That's it. How do I respond when the person gets sent off? How do I respond if I get released from a club? How do I respond if I get picked in the first team? That's the sort of key. And that's where you go back and reflect and reevaluate things and think, okay, the job of a coach, certainly from my perspective, is to sort of teach you guys, we can't always choose a situation that we find ourselves in. We don't always choose that. It's how we respond that is the key. That's going to be the difference between one footballer fulfilling their potential and the other one not fulfilling potential. That's going to be at least one of the big variables in life in general too, whatever we do. And they're sort of key points, guys. That's something to really think about and sort of reflect on. And whether you don't get the grades you want at school, you can't go to university, what do? Do you really want that job? You want to go to university? Do you go back again and apply again, or just I'm never going to do this again? And they're sort of key decisions you've got to make. That's the really important thing, guys. For me, it's sort of learning